Hey guys, this is Mitchell from GameFront, back again with more of our Talos Principle walkthrough, and we completed chamber number 6, so now let's move on to chamber number 7. Alright, let's talk. Alright, let's see, Athena number 9. She examined the symbol on the fragment she'd found in the buried city. Again, the owl. What could its significance be? It seemed as if they had been scattered about in the labyrinth by some unseen hand for a purpose that yet eluded. Most likely, the owl was a sigil of the author of these words, which had so blah 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 nebulous memory, as if from a previous life. The owl was a symbol of blah 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 blah, and the goddess blah 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 outside, under the moon, or perhaps on the city walls when the wind rose. But there was no time to contemplate this further now, for the automatons had seen her, and their mechanical arms extended towards blah blah blah, the fragment, and ran as their beams converged on blah blah blah. Ask me anything. Nadia Sarabhai, AMA. As one of the founders of the modern science of nomadics, many credit you with inventing the term itself. How do you see the state of science today? Sorry, I said science twice. Nadia Sarabhai. Mixed. On the one hand, sorry, I just like saying that name, by the way. On the one hand, the existence of the Institute for Applied Nomadics and a couple of similar organizations is highly encouraging. On the other hand, the degree to which science is seen as serving purely military or corporate causes is, in my opinion, stopping us from exploring many important avenues of research. In a sense, it's people like Alexandra Drennan who are the real pioneers today, who have the enthusiasm and dedication that the system as a whole seems to be lacking. Do you think technology poses a danger to humanity? No. Technology is just a tool. What we do with it is up to us. The Extended Lifespan Project? Crazy or visionary? Both. Arkady Chernyshevsky. Crazy or visionary? Both. Arkady, is that you? Do blah 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 blah. Okay, here's something else. So far, all of the puzzles are solvable and completely within the necessary parameters. Alexandra had some more tweaks she wanted to suggest, but I think we're heading in the right direction here. Alright. Okay, so this is Alex 16. You know, the more I think about it, the more I believe that no one is actually worried about AIs taking over the world or anything like that, no matter what they say. What they're really worried about is that someone might prove once and for all that consciousness can arise from matter. And I kind of understand why they find it so frightening. If we can create a sentient being, where does that leave the soul? Without mystery, how can we see ourselves as anything other than machines? And if we are machines, what hope do we have that death is not the end? What really scares people is not the artificial intelligence in the computer, but the natural intelligence they see in the mirror. Alright, so, bunch of puzzles. Bunch of hard puzzles, it looks like. Alright, so these puzzles have gotten to the point where they are too hard for me to keep the recording going as I'm solving them. So I'm going to do some post-commentary to walk you through my solutions as I watch them over myself. So for this puzzle, 2 pesky buzzers, what we need to do is get this connector, and we need to obviously activate this little thing over here. If we take a look, if we put it at the middle opening, these buzzers are just gonna block the lasers. So what we're gonna do is instead, we're gonna put the laser over here so that it's only blocked by this guy over here, who has a very long, he has a long way to travel, so it gives enough time for the laser to light up this activator. So then we go through here, we'll have a box that we can get. Put that over here, and we also have another connector. Now that we have these 2 things, what we're going to do is set the laser back up at the middle opening and use the box to block one of the buzzers, or block the closest buzzer so that it does not block the laser. So you see right here, I'm gonna put this down for now. Get this, put that there. Get this. That's gonna light that up. And now we can activate this, activate that, and just gotta wait now. Didn't make it on that one, so we're gonna have to wait until he passes by again. Oh, it's gonna take a little while. Just be patient. Just be patient. And now we should be able to get it. And there we go. Puzzle solved. But here's the thing. There is a second puzzle in this puzzle room. You see right here, there's a blue activator, but I didn't see a blue laser anywhere. So that is the big question for me. How do we get that star? Because I did not see a blue laser. Did you? We'll come back to it though. We're gonna make a video eventually on how to get all the stars once I figure them all out. But for now, let's move on to the next puzzle, pinhole windows. So, as you can imagine, judging by the name, there's going to be a lot of windows, and these windows are going to be important. Basically, we have to get past these two gates in order to get to the puzzle piece, but we only have one connector right now. The other two are behind this. So the first step, obviously, is going to be to open that gate so that we can get the other two connectors. And what I always like to do is go to the entry point and look out from basically the start of the entry point to see where the options are for this connector to go. So you see we put it behind that window. Check the connectors, put them right outside. And now the next step is going to be to open the blue activator. In order to do that, we're going to have to make use of our two new connectors. Obviously, we don't want to cross the streams, as we've learned from prior puzzles, which is what this is going to do if we use this current setup. See right there. So the solution is going to be, we're going to take this and we're going to move it further back. Now that we have two connectors, we can actually use a different method of connecting the red entry point to the activator. So we're going to get the other connector, bring it all the way back over here, make it look through this window, connect those, that connects the blue one, and then we have one more step. We need to activate this one, but that's pretty easy because we know that this connector can connect two things at once, or three things at once even. So we have it connect that, and hold on, we gotta connect that, and that. There we go. Blue activator, red activator, success. Puzzle solved. Moving on. Alright, so the next puzzle we're on is locked from inside, and this is a green sigil puzzle, so coming off of a couple red ones, this one's going to seem a lot more straightforward. First thing we gotta do, pretty simple, no other choice, we gotta open that door. That gives us another one, which we can use to connect the previous connector to this. We just have to reposition it a little. Connect three things right there. That opens up the next door. And through here, we'll have a blue activator and a blue source. But we still have this one right here that we need to deal with. So let us open this up. That gives us another connector. And with that connector, we can open that door. Anything over here? No. And now we have one more over there. But first we're gonna have to open that blue activator. So let's get one of the old connectors that we don't really need, like this one. Put it right here to open up the blue activator. That brings us back to the start. And now that we're back to the start, we don't really need these connectors opening up the doors that are further on. So we'll take that one. We're going to put it at the end over here so we can use it to open this activator. Take this one. Use it to get the source. And puzzle solved. Alright, moving on. Looks like we got another green sigil puzzle coming up. Trapped inside. Let's get a layout of the land here. So that connector is hitting that activator. I assume that's what they mean by trapped inside. So we need to get that connector out of there. And wow, simple puzzle. There's just one more activator that we have to hit. So, okay, well, this should be simple, right? Is it really that simple? Yeah, it's that simple. Alright, so we're going to go over here. We're going to use this to activate it from the outside. That will let us take this one on the inside and use it to activate the activator on the right side. Bada boom. Puzzle solved. That was a quick one. Oh man, you guys, this one's complicated. It's a good one though. I really like this one. And hey, you can see your prize right through the gated doors. So close yet so far. All right, so first thing, we got a starter over there, laser starter. I guess laser origin is what I'm gonna try to use from now on. Laser origin point. We can open this this force field. That takes us to get another connector. And we can see right away that we have another door, or another force field that we can open. Gives us a jammer. And with this jammer, we can kind of get a layout of what the rest of the labyrinth looks like. So we got some windows over here. That's another activator that we have to use. So there's the entry point. We can actually bounce the laser through here so that we can hit that activator. So that's what we want to do. First thing, in order to do that though, we can jam this from the outside, or inside rather, and then take the connector inside, put it right here, get the jammer back, jam this up, and let's do what we saw. So we use the connector to grab this origin point and put it right here. Now we're going to need that other connector. Go. So with this, we can hit that. That gives us another connector. If we see over here on the right, we got another activator and another force field. So we're gonna have to get the laser all the way over there to that activator so we can bounce it in. But in order to do that, we need to get the jammer. We need to bring the jammer through. So we'll put that there. We'll grab this laser so that it hits this. Pick up the jammer. Jam this up. See, we still have two more force fields that we're going to have to get through. It's going to be ridiculous to try to get the connectors to go to both of those, so that's why we need the jammer. So, well, actually, what we need to do is jam this from the outside, take the connector, hit the far one, remove this one, that gives us another connector, which lets us open this. And then we get the jammer to jam up the final force field. And there we go. Puzzle solved once again. I think that's the last one from this chamber, you guys. I think we're done. We're done! We're done! Those are some tough puzzles. That took me a long time to get through. It might seem simple looking at it now, but man, that was tough.
When I was in 9th grade, my parents took me to Pompeii. At first, I was amazed by the feeling, walking through an ancient city. But then I suddenly got scared. I realized that I was walking through a real place, where real people had lived, people like myself, with mothers and fathers and lives and hopes and dreams. And now it was all gone forever. I ran to my father, crying, and told him about this. And he said, I remember so clearly, he said, yes, but we are here. So long as there are people in the streets, the past isn't really gone.
Well, the past may not really be gone, but guess what? Unfortunately, guys, I am really gone. Well, for now. Don't get too sad. I'll be back next time for another walkthrough chapter.
Rejoice,
okay,
child,
hold on.
for you have fulfilled all your tasks in this land. You have conquered all its guardians and solved all its mysteries. Thus, you are appointed its master.
Me?
And you may do with it as you will.
I'm so honored. Alright guys, we're going to end this video here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.